Hello, everybody. Uh, ooh, some intense energies going on right now. Um, I wanted to speak a little bit about, I don't know if everybody knows, but I'm a Calgarian. I live in Calgary, which is about, I don't know, 3,000 kilometers or maybe a little bit more from Ottawa, where all the excitement is, but we're having our own stuff going on here. Um, we all are getting our fits of anxiety and wondering what the hell's going on in the world right now. And I wanted to give some new perspective. Uh, yes, I am, Kyle, but no rush. um, the new perspective is this: we are free people. We believe in democracy. And a group of free people that are salt of the earth, beautiful, amazing, hardworking, amazing people, the truckers, are going and standing up for us all. They're going all the way to Ottawa and spending their own money and camping on the streets in frigid cold and standing up for democracy. And I don't think there's been a movement in Canada in my lifetime. I'm 52 years old almost, and where it's catalyzed and brought these people together. And the very leaders that we're trying to communicate with are running scared. And all they can do is say demented, angry things about people that are love. The people, the leaders, the whatever that are they're rallying this movement. If you watch them, you listen to them. There's candidates on the street. No news media people want to ever interview them, but the people that are interviewing them, they're love. They're peaceful. They just want to give hugs. And apparently in Calgary, people were getting arrested for hugging yesterday. So the new perspective is this: we're adults. A lot of us are parents. The response we're getting, have we not seen in our children before? Just ask that question. The avoidance, the running away, the throwing dirt and sand and toys and bullshit, and then if they're in power, using that power and just crushing any dissent. Have we not seen this in our children? Can you not see a small child, a wounded inner child in all of our leaders? And then all the lower level leaders that are having to respond to the commands, they're worried about their job and their money, and it's triggering and traumatizing them too. And the rhetoric, the whatever makes no sense. It's just like the screaming gibberish of a little tantrum child, is it not? And I ask people to start looking and seeing that little child in all the people that are trying to push mandates, push control, push all this kind of stuff. See them as a little child. It's not about screaming and fighting. Can you scream and fight and go with a little child that's in a tantrum? No, you got to be calm. You got to give them love. You got to hold them. You got to speak calm, grounding words, and they'll calm down. And then all of a sudden they can talk, and then all of a sudden things make sense. That's what we're going through right now. This love is opening them and shining light on all the mistruth that's been going on. And there's been lots. And if that child is found out for all the mistruth and the control, they're going to get evicted. They're going to lose their power. They're going to be held accountable. And nobody wants to be accountable when you've been a tantrum child. So just look inside at the fear and the anger and other things that are coming back at us. They make no sense. And I'm extending a loving hand to all the beautiful people that are standing up in integrity, in democracy, in love to try and create another better world. And we can't all be there with them. There's not enough room to have everybody show. But if we all hold space and we all love and we offer a hug to that wounded child, eventually they'll collapse. Hello, Haiti. Thank you. They'll collapse. They just have been waiting their whole entire life. Our leaders, most of the leaders in this world are very weak, traumatized, controllable people. And they're just looking, their inner child is having tantrums right now because their whole world is falling apart. But that control, that whole control world wasn't meant to be. And we're finally standing up for ourselves, and we're finally calling into question, and we're finally calling them out. And they are going to collapse. They are going to rail. They are going to be angry. They're going to send troops and police and arrest perfectly good people and steal their gas and other shit. None of this makes any sense with a rational human adult mind. But it makes sense when you see as wounded children. And most of us are wounded children, especially our leaders. So the new perspective is see them with that light. Yes, they have hurt and they've ravaged and they've caused so much crushing, whatever, but it's time to hold them accountable. And when they're accountable and when they feel safe to be accountable, it'll come true. And any of the blackmail, any of the manipulation, any of the shit that's going on behind this is going to collapse because they won't have a puppet to do it. And then the real people are going to have to show up or they sulk away. That's what's going on here. So don't be afraid that it's falling apart. This is the falling apart of the darkness. The light is shining so bright. Can you imagine troops or police coming in and taking perfectly loving people away for just being in a place and standing up for their rights? The world's going to call that out. Our fucking police leaders and military and whoever's involved is going to look like morons. And the whole thing is going to collapse. That's how it works. So sending love to all this, sending light, holding space to it, see it in this new perspective, and you'll be able to smile. And you'll be able to see that wounded child coming out and all their stuff, and you just shine light on it and send love to it and send it hugs. Because that's how you get a wounded child back to feeling safe. That's how you get a wounded child back to out of their tantrum. So a new perspective. Maybe this makes sense. I love you. Send this far and wide. We just want everybody to see it through for what it is, because we all deserve no more wounded tantrum children leading us. So thank you. I love you all. Anybody that knows spirituality knows this is the truth of what's going on underneath everyone. And it's time for a change. It's time to get better. So I love you all. Thank you for listening. Send it on. Talk to you soon.